Hello, ladies. It's Renee, host of the Welcome to Your Life podcast. Have you thought of recording your own podcast, but the thought of learning new technology was too frightening? I know exactly how you feel. That's how I felt until I found Anchor. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Anchor gives you everything you need in one place, and it's free. You can record from your phone or your computer, and the creation tools allow you to record and edit your podcast so it sounds great. They'll even distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard everywhere on places like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many, many more. You can easily make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Trust me, you will not regret it. You are listening to the Welcome to Your Life Midlife Made Easier podcast. WTYL has been selected by feedspot.com as one of the top 30 midlife podcasts on the web. Thank you all for your support. Welcome to Your Life is a lifestyle podcast for women juggling midlife, self-care, and work-life balance. If this is our first time meeting, my name is Renee Reed. As a certified diabetes lifestyle coach, I help midlife women lose weight without dieting. Instead, we focus on healing mindsets, boosting self-confidence, and refocusing wellness goals. Are you ready to live the life you deserve? On today's show, I am talking about self-care in the time of COVID-19. This is no time, ladies, to put your self-care at the bottom of your to-do list. Let's get started. Hey guys, it's Renee. How are you doing? I know that you are probably tired of hearing that question. But so much has happened in the last couple of weeks. I mean, who would have ever thought that at the beginning of March we would be dealing with a pandemic of biblical proportions, right? My heart goes out to you. I am sending you so much love. And I am remembering and praying for those families who have lost loved ones to this horrible virus. I would like for us at this time to just take a moment of silence for those who have lost loved ones, for those who are grieving right now, for those whose hearts are heavy, for those who are in a state of shock and disbelief, for those who are worrying about financial struggles and health concerns that have nothing to do with the virus, but because of the virus, they're wondering, how am I going to get my medication? And will I have enough medication to last me until this thing is over? So for the next 10 seconds, we are going to send prayers to each other and to all of the folks out there who need our support and our love right now. There's nothing wrong with your dial. This is just us sending love through the airwaves, starting now. Thank you guys for indulging me. You know, I know that some of you are probably experiencing some financial hardships right now. Some of you may be completely out of work, or your job has, shut down because your job is shut down, or you are working less hours. I feel your pain. Monday was my last day of work, but I am grateful, and I hope that you guys are trying to practice gratitude even during these horrific times. I'm grateful that my last child finally returned home. I am definitely grateful that I am here with my aunt instead of having to visit her in a nursing home. I can make sure that she has everything she needs. I'm still praying that my husband will get to join us soon. He is stuck in another state working, but I know that the Lord will work that out. When the pandemic hit, I thought of this as a wake-up call, not just for me, but maybe for many of you. And wake-up calls come in many forms: being let go from a job, the breakup of a relationship, or a pandemic that threatens the whole world. And while it is inevitable that you will feel some fear and trepidation at the thought of the unknown, this is your chance to take stock of your life and finally make the changes you have been putting off for someday. Because someday is now. So I'm asking you to replace your panic and fear with faith and action. This is not the time to put your self-care at the bottom of your to-do list. I know that you have a lot to do, but this is not the time for you to neglect you. So I put together 8 tips that I have been sharing with my family, with my friends, with clients, and I have made an intentional effort to practice them myself. Now, before we get started, I want to make sure that you guys know, or that you've taken the steps to make sure that if you are on medication, that you have done what you can to ensure that you have enough medication to last you for the next 2 weeks. That you have a minimum of a 2-week supply. With that being said, let's get on with the tips. So the first tip I have for you is to take quiet moments throughout the day for prayer and meditation. The early morning or late evening hours tend to be the best time to make this happen, but whether you are self-isolating or still working, take a moment or several moments throughout the day to pray, meditate, reflect, and journal your thoughts. This will help you to relieve some stress and to refocus on the positive. Tip number 2, eat whole foods. I have been tempted, as much as anyone, to munch away on a bag of M&Ms. Those are my favorite candies in the whole world. But this is not the time to put your wellness journey on hold. Your immune system needs you to consume whole foods to keep it running at its optimal state. And whole foods are minimally processed and have little to no refined sugars. And these foods include vegetables, fruits, whole grains, legumes, seeds, and nuts. So try to, when you are meal planning, and hopefully you are still meal planning, try to plan to have as much whole food on your plate as you can. Tip number 3, exercise 30 minutes per day. Don't forsake your daily exercise. I know the gyms are closed, but a home workout will yield some fantastic results. You can check out YouTube for complete workouts lasting from 10 to 60 minutes, or you can download my friend Lori's complete at-home workout guide, and I will post a link to this guide in the show notes. It is a complete home workout that requires minimal equipment, and you will love it. Tip number 4, stay connected. This is a time when it would be very easy for those of us with mental health issues to curl up in a corner and try to totally disengage from the world. Heck, those of us without mental health issues on a normal basis want to do that because of the information that is coming at us 24/7. But we must stay connected to our family and friends, not to the news cycle. And staying connected now is so easy. Technology makes it so easy. Even if you have a child with an iPhone and you have an Android, you can still use WhatsApp to have a video call and see them in real time. So stay connected. Use this time to surprise someone you haven't spoken to in a while with a long overdue phone call. Check in with folks that you haven't talked to, that you've been meaning to. They've been on your mind and on your list to call for months. Now is your time to do it. And tip number 5, and we talked about this a little bit, focus on the positive. Create a practice of gratitude. Making gratitude a daily practice is like taking a vitamin. This is from Dr. David Desteno. He is a professor of psychology at Northwestern University in Boston and the author of the book Emotional Success. So make it an intentional practice. Do this every day. You can add your practice of gratitude with your practice of prayer and meditation. So tool number 1 and 5 work really well together. And if you want to really top it off and get those endorphins going, you can throw in that 30 minutes of exercise and you will have a complete and wonderful way to start your day. Tip number 6, don't overload on information. I know that it is important during this time to stay abreast of all the things that are happening, especially as the virus is moving from state to state. And if you are in a state like we are, every day something is being canceled or shut down. I just got a notice from my hairstylist that she's shutting down until further notice. I'm sure my friend who does my nails will probably be sending me the same text message tomorrow. And it's important that we stay abreast of the information, but this information can be too much to handle. So decide on what time of day you are going to consume information about the virus and then stick with your plan. Cut down your watch time or cut it into chunks of maybe 10, 15, or 30 minutes per day. And stick with that plan. Don't get sucked into watching more than that, because if you do, you will spend the entire day watching it. And then you will wonder, why do I feel so sad and upset and angry? Figure out how much coverage your emotional system can take, and then stick with that plan. Tip number 7, say a prayer for someone else. Nothing takes your mind off of whatever it is you're going through as focusing on the needs of someone else. So say a prayer or send kind thoughts to others in need. This virus has affected all of us, and we need to come together and provide love and support. And tip number 8, get some rest. While you may want to stay up all night, doing a virus vigil can wreak havoc on your health. Like healthy eating, your immune system needs you to be well rested so that it can work properly. And regular sleep is important not only to your physical health, but also to your emotional health. So try, if at all possible, to stick with a regular sleep schedule. And if you need it, throw in a 10 or 15 minute power nap. Your body will thank you for it. So those are my 8 tips. As always, you can take one or all of them and use them to your advantage. Share them with your family and friends. We need some way to get through this time. I know that we will get through it, and we will get through it together. Don't give in to fear and worry. Instead, take the necessary precautions and stand firm in your faith. This is your time to shine. This is your wake-up call. This is your time to take control of your health and to make yourself a priority. I'm pausing because I know that there are those of you out there who will not follow this advice. But I am hoping and praying that you will remember that the people around you need you to be here. They need you to be the light that is shining at the end of this tunnel. You are the rock for someone out there. You are the Nana, the Grammy, the Grandma, to some little ones who need you to be around like never before. So even if you just take one thing I've said today and you run with it, I would be very, very happy. Now, I will be coming to you each day with new tips and resources to steady your mind and to help you keep the health promises that you made to yourself at the beginning of the year, and to give you some stuff that will just help you to stay busy. So don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. If you have any tips you want to share with me or the rest of the listeners, you can post those in the comments. If you need to talk to me, or if you have an issue or a topic you'd like me to address, shoot me an email, info@reneereed.net. And you can follow me also on Instagram at I am Renee Reed. Look, I know that this is troubling. This is scary. This is something that many of us have never lived through. But we can get through this, and we will get through this together. I will post the Lori's workout guide in the show notes, so be sure to download that. And thank you all for listening. My prayers are going out to you. I am sending you virtual hugs right now as we speak, wishing you love and peace. And remember, guys, you are stronger than you give yourself credit and more blessed than you know. I'll talk to you soon. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. I know that you could be anywhere doing anything. Your support for this podcast has blown me away, and I cannot thank you enough. I want to remind you to subscribe, because I will be coming to you guys daily with some tips and resources to ease your mind and to help you stick to your wellness goals. Your immune system needs you to do that. Your family and friends need you to do that. And for your own well-being, you need to do that. So stay tuned for those future episodes. I just realized when I was listening to the podcast that you can hear the rain splattering on my windows, and I was going to edit it out, but you know what? It is a sign of the world that we are living in now. Nothing is perfect, and we just have to make do with what we have and do the best that we can. I have posted the Lori's at-home workout guide in the show notes, along with my guide, Beating the Midlife Slump, 10 Strategies to Boost Your Self-Confidence, Self-Care, and Self-Love. Self-care in the time of COVID-19 is upon us. Let us make the most of it and come out on the other side stronger and healthier than ever before. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye for now.